considerate of other guests by making empty seats near you available to those who need seats. Thank you.
evening. My name is Alma and I am the president of the class of 2025. On behalf of my classmates, I would like to welcome each of you to the Mandeville High School class of 2025 graduation. We are pleased to share this momentous occasion with our families and friends. At this time, Mallory Whittington will recognize our distinguished guests.
We would like to welcome and recognize our distinguished guests on stage. They are Mr. Frank Jabia, Superintendent of St. Tammany Parish Public Schools. Mr. Steve Alfonso, Assistant Superintendent. Mrs. Kimberly Gardner, Assistant Superintendent. Miss Mary Hart, Assistant Superintendent. Dr. Melissa Langlois, Assistant Superintendent. Mr. Matthew Green, President of the St. Tammany Parish School Board. And school board members Gia Baker, Amanda Martin, Isabel Moore, Adeline Rutherford. We are also pleased to have with us this evening Stephanie Franzo, Principal of Mandeville Elementary School, Candace Hickman, Principal of Madisonville Elementary School, and Clay Madden, Mayor of Mandeville and MHS alumnus. The Mandeville High School Marine Corps JROTC will present the colors, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Emery Watkins. The national anthem will be sung by Abigail Traylor, and Mia Pedavina will deliver the inspiration. Please stand at this time.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please join me in prayer. Heavenly Father, we are gathered here tonight to celebrate our past and anticipate our future. We ask you to bless the families, friends, and students as we end one phase of our lives and begin another. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 14 says, "Awake, O sleeper, and the Lord shall give you light." Let God's light aid us in moving toward the bright illumination of our future. Watch over each of us as we make decisions and help guide us to our desired goals. In your name we pray, amen.
Please be seated. Mr. Matthew Green, President of the St. Tammany Parish School Board and School Board members. Gia Baker, Amanda Martin, Isabel Moore, Adeline Rutherford. We are also pleased to have with us this evening Stephanie Franzo, Principal of Mandeville Elementary School. And now, Miss Mary Hart will now present the recipient of the William Pitcher Scholarship.
The William Pitcher Scholarship carries the name of a man who served in education for over 40 years. He was superintendent of schools for over 30 years, played football for the LSU Tigers, served on LSU's supervisory board. He was so well respected, LSU closed classes for the day in his honor when he passed. His avocation was to help young people get started in the world as adults. This scholarship is given on the basis of the student attending all 4 years and graduating from a St. Tammany Parish public school, attending Louisiana State University in Baton Rouge, having good character, excelling in extracurricular activities, and meeting a high academic standard. On behalf of the William Pitcher Scholarship Board of Trustees, I proudly present a $1,000 scholarship to Maylee Marie Jones. It is with great pleasure that I introduce Mr. Frank Jabbia, Superintendent of St. Tammany Parish Public Schools, to address the Mandeville High School class of 2025.
Good evening, everybody, class of 2025. It is an honor to be here with you tonight, not only as a superintendent, but a proud graduate of St. Tammany Parish, and I am honored here to celebrate with you guys tonight. Graduates, in about 1 hour, high school will be officially over, your next journey will begin. Whatever that looks like, job force, military, technical school, community college, or four-year university, whatever your choice, that will begin as soon as you walk out of those doors. Every day as educators, we think, how can we get one more drop out of our kids? How can we push them just a little bit further? Well, today is the day when all those things pay off. Today we get to see and hear all the amazing accolades of each one of these graduates and see what they have accomplished. I know most of you are overwhelmed by this entire experience, but we get to see the amazing accomplishments, the skills, the certifications, the college credits, the amazing speeches, and the talents of every one of you. People always comment about their concerns about the next generation. I'm not concerned, I'm excited. Just look around. Listen tonight when you hear all the amazing things that these kids can do. They do things that we can only dream of, and the future is extremely, extremely bright. As adults, we talk about how different the generation is and how much things have changed. Things have changed. These kids can do things that we can only dream of. They talk about technology and social media. I don't know about you parents, but I thank God every day there was no social media and there was no smartphones when I was growing up, I promise you. And I know most of you feel the same way. Things are different. Our graduates are ready and prepared to do amazing things. They possess skills, again, that we could only dream of, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Graduates, you are about to take the next step in this amazing journey, and just know you are ready. You are ready for everything that's in front of you. Use every experience, use every opportunity, and get ready for life because it will be a ride. Graduates, class of 2025, I challenge you to be yourself, to find your passion, and to be amazing. But most importantly, I challenge you to be you. Mandeville High class of 2025, I'm so proud of each one of you. Thank you for giving me so much pride and excitement in our future. Our future is bright because of each one of you. Congratulations.
Mackenzie Lewis will now deliver the commencement address to the class of 2025.
Good evening, everyone. Family, friends, teachers, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. This is it, our moment. After 4 years of late nights, group projects where only one person did the work, you know who you are, hallway traffic jams, and just enough caffeine to stay alive, we made it. We're standing right here on the edge of our futures, and let's be clear, we didn't just walk through Mandeville High School, we survived it. Let's take a trip down memory lane and rewind to our freshman year. Freshman year, we started high school in a world that felt split into two. Half the year, we were behind masks, learning to read each other's emotions through our eyes. The other half, we were relearning how to connect, face-to-face, person-to-person. And just as we started figuring things out, the devious licks trend came in like a tornado. Bathrooms turned into scavenger hunts, mirrors disappeared, and bathrooms were just a mess. It was weird, wild, and somehow just part of our story. Sophomore year brought a taste of normal, and we ran with it. Spirit weeks had us dressed like Adam Sandler one day and mathletes the next. Pep rallies were loud, chaotic, and absolutely worth losing our voices over. The annual Powder Puff game, that wasn't a game. It was glitter-filled warfare. Bruised egos, flying flags, and memories we'll never forget. Junior year was no joke. It was the year reality hit. Classes got harder, expectations got higher, and the pressure was definitely real. We started thinking about our future with college applications, the ACT, jobs, and scholarships. Some of us pulled our first all-nighters, and some of us discovered the magic of coffee and the chaos of burnout. But we also found our rhythm. We discovered the importance of managing expectations, prioritizing well-being, and staying focused under the pressure. That year taught us perseverance and endurance. And then, now is our senior year, the final level, the victory lap, in the year of many last. Our last first day, our last awkward group project, last time hearing, you can't park there. And of course, prom, the night we waited for since our freshman year. The fashion, the photos, the blisters from dancing in shoes we had no business wearing. Someone's boutonniere fell apart. Someone spilled the punch. Someone danced like no one was watching. But trust me, everyone was. But it was perfect. But high school wasn't just a TikTok highlight reel. It came with real challenges. Tough classes, long nights, personal battles, and days that pushed us to our limits. We've all stared at a blank Google Doc at 11:58 p.m. thinking, can I write 500 words in 2 minutes? And somehow we're all here. My psychology teacher, Mr. Bordelon, says the only difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little bit of extra. And if there's one thing that this class actually has, trust me, it's that extra. Extra spirit, extra drive, extra outfits on Spirit Weeks. We've never been ordinary, and we never will be. Before I close, I want to take a moment to say thank you to our teachers. Thank you for challenging us, believing in us, and showing up every day, even when we made it tough. To the school staff, thank you for keeping everything running behind the scenes and making sure we had what we needed to succeed. To our principal, thank you for your steady leadership and support through every twist and turn. And to our families and our friends, thank you for being our biggest fans, our safety nets, and our constant source of strength. On a personal note, I want to thank my family and my friends also. Your love, your support, and your encouragement got me through more than you know. And to my mom, my superhero, thank you for everything. Your strength and your sacrifices have been my foundation. I'm so grateful to be standing here today because of you, wherever you are out there. Now, we are about to step into a world full of even more change. Some of us are off to college, some to the military, some straight into the workforce, and some of us are still trying to figure it out. And that's okay, because life does not come with a syllabus. You don't need all the answers right now. You just need the courage to keep going. Because that's what we've done for these past 4 years. We've adapted, we've grown, and we've turned awkward beginnings into unforgettable endings. So here's your reminder. Don't fear what's next. Embrace it. Be bold, be open to change, keep growing, keep laughing, and keep showing up as your full, unfiltered, and authentic self. Congratulations to the class of 2025. We didn't just finish Mandeville High School, we owned every single second of it. And as our former principal, Mr. Bundy, always said, make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. Thank you.
Mr. Christian Munson, Mrs. Kelly Brondum, Mr. Matt Brown, Mrs. Joni Landry, and Mrs. Paige Butler will now recognize the graduates.
It is my pleasure to present the Super Skipper Award. This award is being given to both a male and female student who not only excelled in the classroom, but also participated in extracurricular activities, as well as helped build school spirit at Mandeville High. I believe these students truly exemplify what it means to be a skipper. This year's recipients of the Super Skipper Award are Joelle Adeboye, and our very own Skip, Grayson Pearson. One of the many things that I love about Mandeville High School is our alumni, especially when our alumni send their kids to Mandeville High. If you are a current Mandeville graduate, please stand to be recognized. Let's hear it for all of our skippers in attendance, and thank you for supporting public education. Samuel Langley set out in the early 1900s to be the first person to pilot an airplane. As a senior officer at the Smithsonian Institute, who also taught mathematics at Harvard, Langley surrounded himself with some of the smartest people in the world, including Andrew Carnegie and Alexander Graham Bell. Langley was given the finest materials and a budget that did not seem to end. The press followed his team everywhere as public interest in human flight grew. The success of this project was guaranteed, or was it? A few hundred miles away in Dayton, Ohio, two brothers by the name of Wilbur and Orville Wright were working on their very own flying machine. The Wright brothers' passion for flying was so enthusiastic that it inspired others around them. They were not blessed with any money, nor did they have any connections to securing future dollars. The team that they assembled had no advanced degrees or even a college education. The press had never even heard of the Wright brothers until December 17, 1903, when a small group of people witnessed a man take flight for the first time. So how did the Wright brothers achieve a goal and succeed at creating a technology that would change the world where a better equipped, better funded, and better educated team could not? It's inspiration. Through inspiration, the Wright brothers gave their team a sense of purpose or belonging that went far beyond what others said what they were not qualified to do. Today, as we celebrate this incredible milestone, I want to remind you that inspiration is all around us. In the friendships you've built, the challenges you've overcome, and the dreams you hold for the future. True inspiration often comes not from grand moments, but from everyday acts of courage, kindness, and determination. Each of you has the power to inspire others simply by staying true to your values and striving to make a difference, no matter how small it may seem. As you leave Mandeville High School and step into the next chapter of your lives, I hope you carry with you the belief that you're not only capable of greatness, but also sparking it in the world around you. Former Charles Schwab CEO Walt Bettinger needed to ace his final test to graduate with a perfect 4.0. On the day of his final, his professor handed the class a blank sheet of paper to each student and said that they taught him everything about business in the last 10 weeks. But the most important question is, what is the name of the lady who cleans this building? Bettinger was stunned as it was the only test he ever failed, saying, after I got the B I deserved, her name was Dottie, and I didn't know Dottie. I had seen her but never taken time to ask her name. I've tried to know every Dottie I've worked with ever since. The point is to never lose sight of the people who do the real work. Today, thank your parents and your family members for being tough on you, for sticking by you, for telling you no when you asked to do something that they knew was not a good idea. Thank your teachers for not allowing you to settle for anything less than what you deserved. Thank all of those who have inspired you to choose your college or career path that you will be starting soon. As you prepare to step into the world beyond Mandeville High, remember the lessons of Samuel Langley and the Wright brothers, that success is not just determined by resources or credentials, but by passion, inspiration, and the willingness to push beyond what others expect of you. Much like Walt Bettinger's realization, it's easy to overlook those whose quiet, everyday contributions shape the course of our lives. But it's through these seemingly small moments that true greatness often emerges. Each of you has already demonstrated remarkable resilience and determination to get to this point. And now, as you embark on your next journey, I urge you to carry forward that same spirit of inspiration and humility. Stay curious, stay kind, and remember that the most powerful thing you can do is inspire others by living a life full of purpose and gratitude. The world is waiting for the difference you will make. Class of 2025, seize the day. Ms. Brondum will now recognize our distinguished graduates for the class of 2025.
Good evening. Honor graduates are those students who have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.50 for their entire high school career. These students are distinguished by their gold honor cords. In this group, Allison Lamazny and Lillian Young have earned all A's on their high school transcript. Additionally, in this group, Lewin Polk scored a perfect 36 on the ACT. Honor graduates, please stand and be recognized at this time. Thank you. In St. Tammany Parish, final class rankings are determined by the number of quality points earned out of a maximum of 28 Carnegie units. Students have the opportunity to take honors, gifted, advanced placement, and dual enrollment courses. Many of our honor graduates have taken 16 or more of these rigorous courses. The following honor graduates are graduating in the top 10% of their class and are graduating with high honors. Students, as I call your name, please stand along with your parents and remain standing until all names have been called. Audience members, please hold your applause until all names have been called. Kaylee Ann Abel. Kaylee earned all A's on her high school transcript. Imrav Abishev. Ashlyn Elizabeth Alfonso. Donovan James Barlow. Cameron Elise Barrett. Madeline Olivia Bertel. Alexandra Catherine Boney. Peyton Joseph Boyce. Charisse Bolu. Jenna Elaine Bouton. Janae Marie Brown. Cadence Riley Shreen. Zoe Joan Corrales. Lindsay Nicole Degg. Lindsay is a National Merit finalist. Chester Aloysius Duncan. Gavin Michael Hurt. Maylee Marie Jones. Abigail Marie Keaton. Evie Helene Keys. Peyton Elizabeth Larmew. Emma Louise Locker. Alyssa Cheyenne Moore. Mia Sierra Pedavino. Sophie Elizabeth Sorter. Elise Angel Taylor. And Celeste Nicole Vijay. Celeste earned all A's on her high school transcript. These students are graduating with high honors. Please recognize them at this time. Thank you. The following honor graduates are graduating in the top 5% of their class by rank in class and are graduating with highest honors. Students, as I call your name, please stand along with your parents and remain standing until all names have been called. Audience members, please hold your applause until all names have been called. Grace Catherine Ansardi. Ava Olivia Arnold. Caroline Rose Barnes. Olivia Denise Cundiff. Jack Seals Mecklenburg. Clay Smith Miller. Jacob Thomas O'Connor. Jacob earned all A's on his high school transcript. Logan David Penton. Samuel Keith Rotolo. Sam earned all A's on his high school transcript. Addison Jean Thomas. Addison earned all A's on her high school transcript. Joey Thomas Tirado. Elijah Folks Wirtz. Elijah is a National Merit finalist. And Eric Dayune Zhao Zhu. These students are graduating with highest honors. Please recognize them at this time. Thank you. All students who are first in class, please come forward at this time to be recognized. The following honor graduates are graduating at the top of their class and are graduating with highest honors and special distinction. For the class of 2025, 15 students have earned the semester grade of A in at least 28 courses, including 16 or more weighted courses. These students are ranked first in class. Parents of students graduating with special distinction, please stand to be recognized when your student's name is called and remain standing until all students have been recognized. Jane Marie Alphonse, daughter of Joseph and Emily Alphonse. Jane has earned all A's on her high school transcript. She will be attending Louisiana State University and major in mathematics and studio art. Addison Renee Arsenault, daughter of Ben and Christine Arsenault. Addison has earned all A's on her high school transcript. She will be attending Louisiana State University and major in biological sciences on the pre-med track. Julia Balbo, daughter of Mr. Luca Balbo and Mrs. Laura Scafino. Julia will be attending Penn State University and major in engineering. Hannah Elizabeth Bradley, daughter of John Ed and Kimberly Bradley. Hannah has earned all A's on her high school transcript. She will be attending Tulane University and major in pre-med and visual arts. Hannah was also the high school St. Tammany Parish Student of the Year. Kaylin Rose Franzo, daughter of Candace and Richard Franzo. Kaylin has earned all A's on her high school transcript. She will be attending the University of Alabama and major in kinesiology. Emma Lynn Franzo, daughter of Candace and Richard Franzo. Emma has earned all A's on her high school transcript. She will be attending the University of Alabama and is pursuing a double major in marketing and communications. Isabel Claire Haley, daughter of Amy and Paul Haley. Isabel has earned all A's on her high school transcript and is a National Merit finalist. She will be attending Florida State University and major in interdisciplinary medical studies. Peyton Janiyah Hawkins, daughter of John and Kim Hawkins. Peyton has earned all A's on her high school transcript. She will be attending Penn State University and major in pre-medicine. Olivia Dulcie Hayes, daughter of Doctors Carla and Randolph Hayes. Olivia will be attending Clemson University and major in animal and veterinary science. Farron Fatima Izapanya, daughter of Dr. Riza Izapanya. Farron will be attending Tulane University and major in cell and molecular biology on the pre-medicine track. Jayla Sadie Perino, daughter of Mr. Jason Perino and Dr. Jenny Perino. Jayla has earned all A's on her high school transcript. She will be attending Louisiana State University and major in biological sciences on the pre-med track with a minor in psychology. Dominic Joseph Ragusa, son of Vincent and Courtney Ragusa. Dominic has earned all A's on his high school transcript. He will be attending Mississippi State University and major in aerospace engineering. Olivia Anna Raji, daughter of Adam and Susan Raji. Olivia has earned all A's on her high school transcript and is a National Merit finalist. She will be attending Louisiana State University and major in mechanical and biomedical engineering. Abriana Corinne Swindell, daughter of Brian and Julie Swindell. Abriana will be attending Louisiana State University and major in mechanical engineering. Joshua Caden Vale, son of Matthew and Melissa Vale. He will be attending Auburn University and major in biomedical sciences on the pre-pharmacy track. These special seniors are graduating with highest honors and with special distinction as first in class. Please recognize these students and their parents at this time.
Mandeville High School students participate in many extracurricular activities, and through these activities, students learn valuable lessons. Service to the school and community is strongly encouraged, and many of our students have earned required and volunteer service hours. Students are able to earn a community service diploma endorsement for documenting a minimum of 80 hours of community service. 56 seniors logged approximately 6,988 hours of community service during their 4 years at Mandeville High School. Students, please stand to be recognized if you earned a gold, silver, or bronze community service diploma endorsement. Some of our graduating seniors have made a decision to serve the United States of America through entering the military. We're extremely grateful to the men and women who protect our freedoms around the globe and are proud of these seniors who have chosen this career path. The following students are service enlistees from the class of 2025. Please stand as your name is called. Lucas Ashley, United States Navy. Andrew Helbach, United States Army. Andrew Kinnison, United States Army National Guard. Hunter McGirt, United States Coast Guard. Olivia Morrell, United States Coast Guard. Hunter Mott, United States Army National Guard. Matthew Nere, United States Army National Guard. Elijah Polizzi, United States Army National Guard. Ariana Ryder, United States Navy. All my seniors I just called, please stand. Just the seniors I just called there. Seniors, as you continue to stand, we'd also like to recognize all of the active duty and veterans of the military that are with us here tonight, including faculty members, family members, and guests. Please stand as we thank you for your service to the United States of America. You may be seated. Students have the opportunity to explore different career paths and can choose courses based on their career interest. They have the opportunity to receive industry-based certifications that qualify them for high-demand, high-wage jobs. 346 seniors have received 581 industry-based certifications. Students that have received industry-based certifications, please stand to be recognized at this time. Thank you. You can be seated. Through partnerships with local universities and schools, Mandeville High School students have the opportunity to earn dual enrolled college credit during high school. For the class of 2025, 302 students have earned 3,703 hours of dual enrolled credit. Seniors receiving dual enrolled credit, please stand to be recognized at this time. There we go. You can be seated. Okay, last one and most important. I want everybody to listen to this. Many of our students have been working hard to obtain scholarship money. Additionally, 349 members of the class of 2025 have met the requirements for the Louisiana Taylor Opportunity Program for students. I'd like to report that Mandeville High School seniors have been offered approximately $24 million in scholarships and TOPS. Seniors who receive scholarship offers, please stand to be recognized at this time. Okay, you be seated. All right, guys, let's graduate. We'll now begin the presentation of diplomas.
Check, check. All right, Kaylee, ready? Kaylee Ann Abel. Imrob Abishev. Morgan Rose Abram. Brandon Scott Accardo. Trinity Angel Adams. Joelle Faisala Adeboye. Claire Delaney Erdker. Evan James Agnes. Ian Nathaniel Ispura Pena. Jacob Paul Albert. Veronica Elise Aldana. Marin Elizabeth Alamon. Jane Marie Alphonse. Ashlyn Elizabeth Alfonso. Enrique Manuel Alvarado. Sophia Nicole Amaya. Madeline Jean Marta Anderson. Savannah K. Andre. James Anthony Anguza. Grace Catherine Ansardi. Ani Catherine Arcana. Addison Renee Arsenault. Sarah Ann Arsenault. Ava Olivia Arnold. Adeline Rose Artigue. Lucas Kyan Ashley. Ryan Lane Ashley. Anthony Elias Atkins. Cameron Jaslyn Altman. Andrea Yenny Alavis Hernandez. Harrison Julius Bagley. Andrew Lloyd Bayham. Isaiah Gabriel Bayham. Andrew David Baird. Julia Balbo. Ashton Ray Ball. Adam Ballantyne. Emma Grace Bankston. Christian Michael Barbu. Donovan James Barlow. Caroline Rose Barnes. Cameron Elise Barrett. Mariah Angel Batiste. Kirsten Hope Bautista. Sylvante Janot Bell. Liam Finnegan Bennett. Peyton Joseph Bennett. Daniel James Benoit Jr. Andrew Wesley Benson. Megan Catherine Bergeron. Molly Grace Bergeron. Jacob Kyle Bernyard. Madeline Olivia Bertel. Cameron Bradley Bertanier. Dylan Christopher Bill. Brooke Ann Benning. Blaze Dane Blackwell. Davis Austin Bloom. Alexandra Catherine Boney. Peyton Joseph Boyce. Colby Joshua Bulmer. Shriharsh Bolu. Damian Lee Bonk. Vincent Patrick Bortosic. Quinn Michael Boudreau. Rose Cherie Boudreau. Samantha Grace Berg. Jenna Elaine Bouton. Morgan Elizabeth Bowden. Hannah Elizabeth Bradley. Haley Elizabeth Brissett. Isabella Mia Braun. Addison Evelyn Braden. Carter Stephen Brown. Jada Denise Brown. Janae Marie Brown. Braden Keith Brumfield. Nico Dante Bruno. Kylie Rochelle Buki. Janelle Marie Bullis. Connor Paul Burmaster. Marley Sky Burslam. Brooke Elizabeth Buster. Cyan Elise Butler. Keith Cabrera. Conrad Bryce Cadis. Ashton Lamar Calderini. Caroline Elizabeth Callahan. Logan Jacob Callahan. Marisa Claire Calles. Katie Christine Callahan. Juan Carlos Canales, Jr. Morgan Lorraine Cancian. Braden Matthew Carbo. Samantha Abigail Cardenas. Lucas James Carrick. Timothy Dwayne Carrier. Blake Patrick Carrington. Margaret Ann Caserta. Charles Benjamin Castley, Jr. William Casimir Kaziu. Mila Elizabeth Celestine. Camille Grace Chappell. Smit Kumar Tadari. Robert Franklin Cheek III. Mason Chase Shalina. Elaine Chen. Bryson Paul Cheney. Courtney Morgan Chasson. Chiwu Michael Cho. Cadence Riley Shreen. Bodo Michael Klaus. Paige Ellie Cochran. Peyton Edward Cochran. Madison Elise Coleman. Raquel Lachey Coleman. Abigail Marie Keaton. Shapri Kaur. Catherine Anita Keller. Lane Eleonora Collier. Presley Jose Kalura. Sophia Ann Constantine. Weston Emil Cook. Abigail Holee Cooper. Cadence Aubrey Cooper. Casey Marie Corrales. Zoe Joan Corrales. Hudson Brooks Corley. Riley Kahulai Cody. Sanaya Gabrielle Kuzan. Preston James Crawford. Alexander Carl Kakulier. Tyler Daniel Cullen. Owen James Cummings. Olivia Denise Cundiff. Damian Jude Kuro. Aiden Joseph Daigle. Lindsay Nicole Dagg. Allison Fee Daw. Ella Claire Dardar. Audrey Lee Davenport. Jace Mark David. Abigail Kaylin Delaberto. Hannah Lee DeLuise. Tori Brian Dennis Jr. Catherine Joseph DeRoche. Reese Marie Dickinson. Dominic Vincent Din. Nicholas Gomez Ferreira dos Santos. Elizabeth Bell Downey. Kevin McLeod Drain Jr. Christopher Paul Edward Dufresne. Emma Grace Dufresne. Chester Aloysius Duncan. Madison K. Dupriest. Sarah Lynn Dwyer. Devin Christopher Eckel. Dominic Laborio Renteria Edie. Riley Addison Edwards. Ryan Patrick Edwards. Connor Thomas Egan. Marae Christine Eisler. David Bradley Ellis II. Olivia Catherine Ellison. Alexander Izzy Escato. Donovan Patrick Esker. Talon Joseph Eubank. Darian Cadiz Evans Jr. Gabriella Faith Fazan. Spencer Owen Felleries. Tyler William Fisher. Riley Irene Fitch. Caleb Cole Fitzpatrick. Karina Anjali Flores Pagan. Nellie Maria Fonseca. Abigail Lynn Forsythe. William Wesley Fowler. Kaylin Rose Franzo. Emma Lynn Franzo. Drew Anthony Frederick. Catherine Kennedy Frolic. Ella Madeline Gallagher. Avery Dean Galwa. Maylee Marie Jones. John Gabriel Galvin Jewell. Sabrina Garcia Sines. Ella Grace Gardner. Joshua Ryan Gardner. Gideon Paul Goche. Katie Lynn Gaucher. Candace Nicole Gautreau. Bryn Moraes Gibson. Gavin Michael Gidman. Kyle Joseph Gifford. Ellen Marie Gilson. Caroline Carter Glass. Hayden Mark Gold. Blaine Everett Gomez. Maxon J. K. Jorgensen. Madison Eliza Gourier. Victoria Marie Grass. Jackson Truitt Gray. Maggie Elizabeth Gray. Sanaya Lynette Green. Caitlin Christina Green. Graydon John Griffith. Grant Martin Gidry. Brian Paul Gilbo II. Caitlin Danica Haybell. Isabel Claire Haley. Kyle Elizabeth Hall. Wyatt Michael Hammond. Lily Anise Hammer. David Ian Harriman. Layla Rose Harvey. Evan James Hassenkamp. Peyton Janiyah Hawkins. Olivia Dulcie Hayes. Allison Jewel Heisler. Jackson Duplessis Heckert. Caden Scott Hedrick. Andrew Jacob Hellback. Elijah John Henning. Stephen Gregory Henning. Janiyah Liliana Henriquez. Gavin Michael Hurt. Julia Francis Hernandez. Caleb James Hess. Mason Alexander Hickman. Matthew Theodore Hillen. Lane Nicholas Height. Trent Patrick Holliday. Maurice William Holmes IV. Caden Reed Honeycutt. Oscar Henry Robert Hook. Finley Scott Hooker. Sydney Kate Huff. Easton Michael Howell. Olivia Elizabeth Howell. Bailey Kristen Hunt. Violet Anne-Marie Hunt. Hannah Michelle Hunter. Davis Paul Heman. Christian William Jones. Malia Lake Ibieta. Salvatore Trey Impastato. Farron Fatima Izapana. Max Russell Giacchetti. Clay Thomas Jack. Abigail Mackenzie Jackson. Carly Janice Jackson. Imogene Leela Jackson. Maurice Ramar Jackson. David Ludwig Yanka Alvis. Sienna Elizabeth Jagari. Corey Alexander Johnson Jr. Ethan Joshua Jones. Andrew Allen Kennison. Riley Jane Kirscher. Phoebe Marie Jondot. Umar Cameron. Anna Grace Jewell. Evie Helene Keys. John Remington Kimbrough. Kennedy Verona King. Sydney Veronica King. Riley Aileen Kindler. Hunter Nicholas Lamba. Parker Gentry Leno. Bradley Michael Landry. Richard Drake Landry. Brooks Emerson Lang. Riley Elizabeth Langgeran. Isabella Faith Dorothy Lanier. Hayden Christopher LaPierre. Peyton Elizabeth Larmew. Austin Albert Charles Luzan. Joseph Tyler Levine. Mason Jackson Lawrence. Anna Elizabeth Leday. Aubrey Josephine Lamonnier. Aiden Ann Lamonnier. Mackenzie Elise Lewis. John Paul Lashardy. Christian Emmanuel Lips. Emma Louise Locker. Allison Elise Lamassney. Stephen Asher Lombardo. Clever Ismael Lopez. Porter Charles Louvier. Sophia Rose Lacido. Madison Amelia Lumpkin. Janelle Catherine Macaluso. Oliver Cleveland Malo. Alejandro Evan Malcolmus. Aiden Lawrence Mann. Sophia Bella Marchese. Madeline Clark Merrick. Ella Elizabeth Marquez. Faith Jolie Marriott. Malachi Devin Martin. Sierra May Matula. Allie Elizabeth McCahill. Deja Janae McCann. Chase Patrick McCarthy. Haley Renee McCaskill. Charlotte K. McLean. Landon Joseph McDonald. Hunter Lamar McGirt. Barton Ross McIntosh Jr. Brianna Reese McIntyre. Maris Emily McMahon. Logan William McNamara. George Edward Meters III. Sophia Camille Mecca. Jack Seals Mecklenburg. Jaden Michael Melendez. James Andrew Messer III. Grace Elizabeth Maselli. Jake Ryan Michelle. Callie Dorothy Miles. Ava Elizabeth Miller. Clay Smith Miller. Peyton K. Miller. Dominique Rose Mistretta. Armani Lynn Mitchell. Alexander Matthew Mize. Alyssa Cheyenne Moore. Mateus Souza Morias. Olivia Grace Morel. Connor Joseph Morgan. Meredith Ann Morrison. Hunter Paul Mott. Ella Jane Monaco. Tristan Joseph Munya. Iris May Murphy. Skylar Paige Murray. Shelby Elizabeth Knockan. John Michael Anthony Nastasi. Joshua Carter Newpower. Dominic Trent Nayray. Matthew Vincent Nayray. Braden Christopher Norris. Robert Emmanuel Norris. Ella Claire Nowicki. Grace Caroline Nungesser. Harley Juliana Nye. Aiden Sean O'Connell. Jacob Thomas O'Connor. Juliana Fadia Oliveira. Ava Reza Omez. Paige Elizabeth Ordon. Lacey Elizabeth Ostendorf. Lloyd Clayton Ostendorf IV. Braden Garrett Overstreet. Anaya Marjane Pan. Catherine Reese Parker. Keely Marie Patrick. Sailor Lynn Payne. David Anthony Pacey III. Haley Marie Pacey. Grayson Anthony Pearson. Timothy Andrew Penny. Logan David Penton. Jayla Sadie Perino. Cambry Carmel Panachero. Sina Catherine Peralt. Elijah Bryce Parrott. Hannah Rose Flatman Petroselli. Mia Sierra Pedavino. Dawson Bradley Pedescalzo. Madison Laree Pyle. Paisley Beth Pearson. Sawyer Hamilton Plank. Meredith Elise Poirier. Elijah Christian Palizzi. Lewin Thomas Polk. Diago Josue Posas Meras. Alice Claire Powell. Rochelle Marie Price. Ibrahim Puerto Chio. Dominic Joseph Ragusa. Sadie Kathleen Ray. Cooper Javier Reese. Violet Camille Reeves. Boone Davis Reno. Grace Lynn Richard. Nicholas Warren Richard. Bishop Chase Rigo. Ronald Joseph Ritter III. Austin Brian Rivenbark. Corinne Michelle Rivers. Bailey Marie Roberts. Olivia Ann Raji. Sebastian Jose Rojas Valasco. Emma Renee Rolfe. Madison Elise Romagusa. Emma Elizabeth Rorax. Toeb Ocean Rose Glane. Dante Alexander Rossetti. Braden Pierce Bakari Roschmidt. Samuel Keith Rotolo. Cameron Elizabeth Rouse. Neely Ruth Roy. Reese Elizabeth Rumney. Kira Renee Russell. Mateo Anthony Russell. Garrett David Ruth. Rihanna Florence Ryder. Kaylee Annette Celine. Grayson Kyle Sanders. Remy Claire Sanangelo. Holden Alexander Satterley. Olivia Kate Satterley. Madison Grace Savoy. Addison Lynn Scallion. Kara Angelina Scardino. Paul Jacob Scariano Jr. Taylor Jane Schaefer. Joseph Christian Scheckschneider. Lillian Grace Scheckschneider. Ryan Elizabeth Schneiderhan. Michaela Shute. Skylar Sebrin Skoglund. Maggie Grace Sconza. Colin Wayne Scully. Cameron Grace Sell. Ava Kathleen Surratt. Salma Shahid. Soraya Ann Shank. Davin Zachary Sharp. Nathaniel Floyd Shepard. Cameron Michael Silvernail. Savannah Nicole Singley. Eva Sloan Snap. Brittany Carol Snow. Sophie Elizabeth Sorter. Aiden Gary Sparrow. Olivia Grace Steffen. Joseph Vance Stennett. Drew Jacob Stevens. Brady Christopher Stokes. Talon Edward Story. Sarah Ann Stover. Macy Marie Strickland. Parker Edward Stubbs. Sarah Nicole Sutherland. Grant Carlton Sweeney. Abriana Corinne Swindell. Aiden Nicholas Swindler. Caroline Che Swindler. Lucas Scott Tasson. Elise Angel Taylor. Alexander George Tealhorn. Addison Jean Thomas. Cannon Carter Thomas. Marcus James Alexander Thomas. Sam Egan Tingle. Joey Thomas Tirado. Gretchen Guthrie Tisdale. Meredith Marie Tisdale. Reagan Christopher Touchstone. Abigail Elaine Traylor. Elijah Benoit Trace. Emma Chow Tooley. Kaylee Michelle Tuminello. Ava Reese Tyler. Joshua Caden Vale. Justin Paul Valley. Brooklyn Mariah Vasquez. Ava Grace Vicari. Kaylee Elizabeth Vick. Kennedy Inez Vick. Celeste Nicole Vijay. Catherine Leah Villar. Lily Reagan Villarubia. Ernesto Villegas Perez. Ellery James Villamere. Elliot Parr Vindell. Foster Bradley Vinson. Hayes Turner Vocal. Renee Noel Wager. Aiden Reese Walker. Emmanuel Anthony Walker. Tamaz Deshaun Walker. Madison Alyssa Wallace. Amari Sage Warren. Emery Grace Watkins. Christopher McLean Waters. Landon Ryan Weber. Caden Aubrey Weeks. Lillian Grace Weir. William O'Neill Watley. Hayden Michelle White. Michael Cornell White, Jr. Emily Suzanne Whitaker. Mallory Camille Whittington. Creighton Asher Wilbanks. Connor Allen Williams. Trenton Daniel Williams. Gavin Ray Wilson. Keaton Avery Wilson. Maddox Wayne Wilson. Benedict Malcolm Winchell. Elijah Folks Worth. Isabel Rose Wolke. Owen David Womack. Callie Price Woods. Jacqueline Nicole Woodward. Grayson Boss Wynn. Talon Kaiser Yearsley. Jaron Scott Young. Jillian Janet Young. Emil Alexi Zapata. Abdelrahman Mohammed Zedin. Stephanie Jocelyn Zelaya Mungia. Javier Alejandro Zelaya Tirado. Eric Donue Zhao Zhu. Sarah Grace Zuckerman. Adam Patrick Zumwalt.
Candidates for graduation, please rise. knowing that each senior student here tonight has completed all requirements for graduation as set forth by the Louisiana State Board of Elementary and Secondary Education, it is with great honor and pleasure that I now pronounce you graduates of Mandeville High School. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2025. Friends and family members, please stand at this time for the singing of the Alma Mater led by Lane Collier and the recessional to follow.
Down by the shores where the waves roll in, that's dear old Mandeville, bringing you joys that will never end. That's dear old Mandeville, strolling beneath the moss-covered oaks under a lazy moon. Down by the shores where the waves roll in, that's dear old Mandeville.